Hey, what's going on, guys? We all like a nice battle. So here we go. iPhone 6 versus the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. Alright everybody, it's your boy J Will and I'm back with another video comparing two devices that I think are at the top of their game. As always, people love both of these devices, so why not put them side by side and see what you think about them. So on the right here I have my iPhone 6, 128 gigs, gold. It's been around for a long time. Then now I have my gold Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge and a 64 gig variant. When I do these comparisons, I always say battle, but it's really just my personal experience and my opinion. You might say otherwise, and you're perfectly fine for doing so, so talk about it in the comments. But let's get this ball rolling here. Starting like I always do is with the screen on these devices. The screen on the Samsung Galaxy S6, which is I consider to be the challenger, since the iPhone 6 has been around for a while, and you know, it's got a nice screen on it for a 4.7-inch display. This, my friend, though, has a 5.1-inch display with a Quad HD, I might say, coming in at 577 pixels per inch, which is a really nice high pixel density. 1440 by 2560 is what you're looking at there. This is a sharp display, really clear, to say the least. And we're dealing with the edge right here, so it's curved on both sides, which gives it that extra oomph of technology and innovation. So the Edge, to say the least, has the edge. Going over to the iPhone 6, it is no slouch, I will say that, but the colors on the iPhone 6 are not as vibrant. They don't punch as much. It has a much lower resolution at 326 compared to the 577. This is a 4.7-inch display coming in at 750 by 1334. When this first came out, I was blown away because the resolution, not even so much the resolution, just the screen itself looked beautiful, and it still does. But in the game of smartphones, in the game of high-end devices, this is Apple's highest offerings right now, and Samsung's highest offerings is this right here, and it definitely far exceeds Apple's screen. Well, this is just freaking beautiful, to be straightforward with it. Next is build quality, something that is very important to me on a device. The Galaxy S6 Edge is by far one of the sexiest devices I have ever had in my catalog. Taking a look around this thing, it is freaking gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. The way they designed the screen is extraordinary. I mean, you just can't get away from it. The way it's built, the color scheme, the gold on here is definitely much different than the gold on here. It has a glass back and the iPhone is all metal. Nonetheless, the Galaxy S6 Edge has a beautiful body. I mean, this body is sweet. It has a fingerprint scanner or fingerprint recognition. You can unlock the phone just like the iPhone, and it is now, remember my video on the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, how horrible I said that the fingerprint scanner was? Well, that is no longer an issue with the new S6 line, because they have definitely upgraded it. And as you can see there, it actually works with just putting your finger on the button, which makes more sense. So on the front there, it's got that 5 megapixel camera, which is just beautiful. And on the back, it's got a 16 megapixel camera. Let's stop there. Those are some things about the body. But the body of the iPhone 6 is no slouch. It's very pocketable. I think one thing that some people should start doing, OEMs should start doing, is putting a vibrate switch on there. That is so nice. I really enjoy being able to turn on vibrate without swiping up or swiping down or something like that, just to get to that setting. It doesn't take much effort, but it's still an extra step. If I want to turn on vibrate, I got to swipe down, I got to hit this right here, and then it goes to vibrate. And I want to take it off. I got to go back into it to turn it off. When all I got to do is just hit the switch right there and it's on vibrate. There it is. But this too has a finger sensor scanner thingy to unlock the device, which is pretty sweet. On the back, it has that 8 megapixel camera, but it does have these ugly lines around here that I've never liked. But that is the way they had to do it. So looking at the back of these, by the way, you can see they both have a camera hump, which doesn't bother me at all. And along the bottom, people say, oh my God, they stole their idea. Well, okay, it looks the same. But what does that mean? Absolutely nothing. Alright, so body on the iPhone 6 is nice and smooth, a little too smooth to be honest, which is why I keep this in an outer box or some kind of case all the time. But nonetheless, this gold just looks, you know, it just doesn't look as good as this gold right here. This gold is definitely way more flat, and this is a brighter gold, obviously, it's no secret. But these lines on the back just don't do it for me for the body of the iPhone 6. Overall, the rounded corners and everything make this feel less rigid in the hand, and when you pick up the Galaxy S6 Edge, it's going to feel very rigid compared to the soft, smooth, buttery feel of the iPhone 6. Now, how do these two sound? Well, let me pause for a second and load up my trailer. Okay, trailers are loaded, so we're going to start with the Challenger first, and let's play my trailer real quick. Welcome back to another video. It's your boy J Will. So get ready. Alright, let's play it on the iPhone. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your boy J Will. So get ready. Alright, that's how they sound. Which one do you think sounds better? And I will leave it at that. I have my own personal feelings about which one I think sounds better, which is the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. I think the speaker sounds a lot louder, more crisp, it has a little bit more tone to it. I think it sounds fantastic. And that is my take on the sound. So, an area where people say that the iPhone is top dog, or at least one of the best, is the camera. Well, I don't know. I don't think it has the best camera anymore. There are plenty of devices out there that have a better camera than the iPhone 6, but there are cameras out there on phones that are really good, and the iPhone 6 is one of them. Settings on here are very minimalistic. You get straight to it. You've got your panorama, square. I don't know why a person would use that, but you have your photo, your video, slow motion, time lapse. And that's pretty good. Very simple settings on a phone for a camera. And besides that, it takes really great pictures. So, what more can I say? I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to put some pictures up, and these are the iPhone's pictures that you're looking at right now. What do you think? Now, let's jump over to the the Samsung Galaxy S6 camera settings, and here you get into some serious camera modes here. You have a professional mode where you can actually adjust every setting in here, everything. Manually adjust, basically. Selective focus, meaning I can put it in the background or the forefront. Panorama, slow motion, fast motion is kind of like time lapse. Virtual shot, which you can see there, you can take a full shot. And I can download some different applications for the camera, or I can just leave it on auto. This camera, by far, takes fantastic photos. I am not going to lie. It is, to me, in my opinion, much better than the Samsung Galaxy, the iPhone 6. The Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge and the S6 have phenomenal cameras, very fast shutter times. They are amazing. Take a look at some of these photos. So what'd you think? Good, right? Alright. So, both web browsers on here, I'm going to just call it neutral because they both have great web browsers. There's nothing to it. You know, it's just WebKits and they both look pretty good. As far as processing power, the iPhone has mastered this with these dual-core devices, and their operating system is optimized just right to where you shouldn't have very many hiccups at all. Very nice. Samsung, on the other hand, runs Android, and it too now, their TouchWiz is super lightly skinned. It is very smooth. Actually, I've had no problems with this TouchWiz variant. I actually don't have Nova Launcher. Normally I would put Nova Launcher on a device, but I don't have to do that anymore because Samsung has finally gotten the message. We don't want to do anything but just use TouchWiz at this point. Call quality on both of these it's pretty good. It's solid across the board. Both run on T-Mobile. No problems with it. I don't have any issues with it. As far as features go, there's not very many features to the iPhone. You've got like this panel here that you can swipe up. Oh goodness, you can swipe up and get to some shortcuts. But same thing with the Galaxy S6 Edge. There's tons of options as well. But taking advantage of this little screen here, if I long press here, I actually have dual screen mode, which is freaking cool. I can put two different things here. So let me go ahead and open up something, and then I'm going to hold here, and then it'll let me put something here, and then now I have dual screens right here on my phone, which is just freaking amazing. And that's just one feature. I don't want to dive too deep into this because the average consumer probably won't even use that feature. I don't know. But nonetheless, not to get too technical, the Galaxy S6 definitely brings in more features. Not to mention the Edge here, which is pretty sleek. You go into the Edge screen settings, and I can turn on different lighting colors for different contacts. I can go ahead and see people on the side. I can do information stream on the side, and one feature that I use daily is my night clock. I think that is a beautiful thing. If I want to get to my people, I just swipe aside here, and there's the people right there. Is that not cool or what? Enough with the features. Battery life is something that has greatly improved on my Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. I'm here to report. If you didn't hit my blog yet, hit my blog and you'll see my latest post on the battery. I was worried about this one because my other two on S6s, two of my other S6s, the gold ones, they went back. They were bad. The Galaxy S6 Edge has a 2600 milliamp battery. It just works phenomenal. And my white Galaxy S6 is great battery too. But the iPhone 6 kind of has the edge because it doesn't run programs so much in the background. Everything's kind of muted out and paused, if you will. So battery life on the iPhone is really good. I can go about 3 days on this bad boy and get about 5 to 6, maybe even 7 hours of screen on time. At one point I did. On the Galaxy S6 Edge, it's no slouch. Now I can go about 2 days with this one and about 4 hours of screen on time, or just 4 hours and 30 minutes was the last time I think I got it. Nonetheless, I have ultra power saving mode on here, so I can actually go a few days if I wanted to by hitting this button right here. And I can go with the 82%, 1.4 days, and it kind of just scales everything back. And it'll actually last longer than 1.4 days if I'm not giving it, if I'm just texting and calling like it's doing. It'll actually last for about 3 or 4 days because I've tested it already. So there you have it. That is my take on both of these devices. Which one do you think is better? Which one do you like? Leave a shout out in the comments. We all have an iPhone 6 probably, or have used one at one point or another. What do you think about these two battling against each other? What do you think is the better device? Leave a comment. See you in the next video, guys. Take care.
Alright guys, I appreciate you joining me in another video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and thumbs up. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.